again. We are back to finish off football
for the year.
For the season, yeah.
For the season.
Yeah, we're going to do a little recap on Super Bowl 53, do a little recap of it, a little rant on it, and then...
That may have given away what we thought of the game.
Yeah, and then, we're just going to be done with football and for a while. So we'll start off. The Patriots won the lowest scoring...
of effort in the Super Bowl.
Effort in the Super Bowl by far. The lowest one before this, I think, was 21 points. This one was 13
to 3.
That's
like a regular season game.
It's not even a regular season game. That's a bad regular season game. This, I'm gonna jump on my rant right off the box.
Okay, go ahead.
This was the worst game in the history of the NFL. Partly because it was 13 to 3. But
in the biggest game
in the
of
biggest
the
game ever, in the biggest game, there's people watched it, and it was horrible. I mean,
yes.
I'd rather watch paint dry, or I actually thought about going to the dentist while the game was on because it would have been funner than watching that game. Yes, it would have been more fun.
The game was so bad it hurts your grammar.
It hurt everything. It was just horrible. It was so bad. There was interceptions. There was fumbles. There was balls bouncing off the turf. Both quarterbacks looked like they were about third graders. It was horrible.
Oh, yes, I completely... The game was just so boring.
It was...
I can understand if you want a defensive game, then this is the game for you, but for us...
It was so horrible. It wasn't even that. It would have been different if it was a good defensive game. It was just a bad game.
It was just full of mistakes and fourth down full of third downs.
Honestly, the best player in the whole game was the Patriots punter. He actually did a really good job of backing up the Rams over and over and over inside the 10.
A testament to their coaching.
A testament to the coach. Yeah, I'll tell you, this was a coaching battle.
And the Zen Master won.
The Zen Master beat the newcomer.
Rather handily.
It was but it was one of the ugliest games in the history of ugly games that there could ever be. Have you ever watched a really bad movie before, and after it was over, you're like, man, I'd like to have that time back, because that was just so horrible.
Oh, yes, I have had those moments.
I wish I could have had my time back that I watched this Super Bowl.
Oh, yes, me too,
I could have done something so much better than watch this garbage that they put on the field. The officiating wasn't good either. The officiating, there's got to be something done with the officiating in the entire sport of football. If they don't put an effort on making officiating better in the NFL, then they're going to start losing. This game
had the lowest viewer rating
in 10 years.
Didn't even get 100 million viewers.
No. No, it was a horrible game. It was
really
bad
slow.
Riffing. It was slow. It was
very slow, and the teams played awful.
It looked like a preseason game. Maybe not even like the backups in a preseason game. It was so I can't emphasize how much how disappointing this game was.
This was supposed to be the duel between Brady and Goff. Not a duel between who can score the most
or the least. I think
the least.
I think that at the end of the first quarter it was 3-0.
Yeah, it was 3-0.
At the end of the half it was 3-3. At the end of the third quarter it was 10-3. And at the end of the game it was 13-3. So the most points scored in any quarter was 7.
7 points
in a whole quarter.
Yeah, considering this era of the NFL, but one thing I will give Wade Phillips the utmost credit. He called the best games.
Wade Phillips calls a great defensive game. He's a great defensive player.
Great defensive coach.
Yeah, and
he called the absolute best he could have ever called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Rams play calling
on offense was just atrocious.
Was atrocious, and honestly, so was the Patriots. It was some of the ugliest football that I have ever seen.
It was so unusual to see the Patriots continuously go to fourth downs, though.
The bouncing the ball. I mean, it was like Brady was trying to skip a rock across a pond. It was about the football bounced twice before it got to the receiver. It was so bad.
Oh man, that game was just wretched. it's a special kind of bad, but I don't know. I was just talking to myself, maybe saying, why didn't they just play last year's Super Bowl instead? But hey, at least it had more excitement. It had that feeling of a big game.
There was even just to give you a little hint about how people really didn't care about the game to begin with, but Mercedes-Benz Stadium seats 75,000.
Yes.
They didn't even sell at the stadium.
They didn't even sell it.
70,081. So there was 4,919 seats that nobody even cared to even buy a ticket to go see this game.
The Super Bowl. This ain't an exhibition game. This is just the Super Bowl.
It was. The lead up was even. People didn't give a crap about it to begin with, but man, they stunk it up. That was one of the worst stinkers.
Speaking of stunk it up,
the halftime show.
Give me a moment.
It was. When you get more than 1 million people to sign a petition to get the SpongeBob Sweet Victory played at halftime, and then you tease us with it. You even throw up a little flash on your what was it, Instagram or Twitter?
Yes.
Of SpongeBob in the picture, and then you come into the halftime show
and you only show
and
5
you give
seconds.
us. I don't even know it's 5 seconds. There was zero of the song, none of the song whatsoever.
I'll tell you what it was used for: an intro to Travis Scott.
It was used as bait. It was to get people to watch this halftime show. That's all it was.
They got us to watch the first half of that game.
It was lies. It was lies.
Dang it, NFL. We thought you knew better than that.
I've never been more disappointed in a game and a halftime show. Now, the halftime show might have been
better.
But just saying, no, we can't do the SpongeBob song, but we'll do a little picture tribute to him.
That would have been better.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to us. And there have been rumors going around that you guys have been. There's been pictures inside the Super Bowl. Reporters have been actually confirming evidence.
They brought Bumpus down to do a voice for it.
The voice actor of Squidward actually did get
came and did a part, and that's what you give us.
What in love of heavens to bits?
I'm as over NFL right now as I've ever been.
That's incredible, Dad.
And I am a lifelong. I'm a 50-year-old man who's watched football since he knew what football was, and the NFL right now just makes my stomach hurt when I think about it. It was so horrible. The playoff games, they were just, and then the NFL Super Bowl, and then the halftimes. I mean, you couldn't have any more letdowns than what you had.
Oh yes, well.
Yeah, I kept thinking to myself, I wonder if the Saints could have done any better, since they should have been there. But that's a whole other story.
Whole other story there.
Yeah.
Now we've mentioned how the game sucked and the halftime show was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
When you add all that up, it just leads to a horrible feeling in your heart.
Yeah.
I mean, they lied to our faces.
They lied to us, and then they gave us a crap product on top of it.
Isn't that just a double sundae of crap?
Yeah. They gave us a crap burger with crap on either side of it. It was just crap. The whole thing was crap. But I do love football, and I love my teams.
But the NFL as an organization?
I would give the NFL as an organization about a 2 out of 10 right now. They are failing.
Give them
an
F.
They're an F. They are failing. And if they don't do something over this offseason to fix the glaring problems in the NFL, it's just going to get worse.
I can agree there. You're going to lose viewers because you've lied to many people about, the halftime show was a lie. So that doesn't help your cause. The
product sucked, and the Saints-Rams game, all 5 officials were from Southern California. I mean, how stupid? How stupid can the NFL get? I mean,
it would not have been that suspicious if the rumor didn't come out.
Why would you even do that to begin with? Why would you even have a game of that importance when one's from Louisiana and one's from Southern California, and you say, that's okay if all the rest from Southern California? That ain't going to matter.
Yeah, except for one team is from LA.
Yeah, why not? I mean, what? You're telling me that those were the best refs for that game? You couldn't pick them from any other part of the country. I mean, you couldn't. You just had to. I don't know. The NFL's failed though. The NFL has failed this offseason big time. So they've got some work to do.
We've mentioned one thing about that game. Well, maybe many things about the game. Mm-hmm. How much the game actually sucked. And the halftime show was a gigantic lie. Mm-hmm. But did we ever mention what actually happened in the game? Or is it worth mentioning?
The Patriots won 13-3, but that's besides the point. I mean,
this adds to Belichick's legacy.
Belichick is the best coach ever. So, and I don't like the Patriots, but Belichick's the best coach ever.
This
NFL, yeah.
This win pretty much defines what he has done to this franchise. Mm-hmm. Yep. Congratulations, Bill.
Yeah.
You've set yourself a legacy that separates yourself from any other coach.
Yeah, he is the best coach ever. But I guess we can go ahead and wrap her up here pretty quick. We don't want to go on too long. Anything else you got?
Let's hope for a better next season.
Yeah, let's hope for a good offseason. Hope everybody...
Full of entertaining moves in the offseason trades.
Let's see some good moves, some good rumors. Get a little excitement going. Maybe by the time
August, they can clean up their act.
August comes back around, they can have it cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, I hope they do something with the reffing. That was so horrible. So...
Not the best note that you should end on the season.
No, with that quality of game, that quality of... being lied to at the halftime show, the quality of reffing, no, that was...
That pretty much adds up to a crap cake.
As a consumer, we definitely did not get our money's worth that we paid for that product.
But there have been YouTube videos that have actually put the clips from the actual halftime show.
And made it sound good, yeah.
And actually, they put the actual clips from Sweet Victory and just, like, meshed them together and made it look really good.
Oh, didn't a hockey team...
Yeah, the NHL's Dallas Stars recently played Sweet Victory during halftime periods. And it was great.
I think just because the NFL didn't know how mad it was, so the Dallas Stars took advantage of it.
Thank you, Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that's it. Football is done.
So we will look forward to some hoop content.
Yeah, we're gonna really try to get into some basketball here soon. Get everything racked up. But other than that, we are going to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Hit the groovy BB button.
Share us with somebody. Hit the groovy BB button over here somewhere. Other than that,
on my face.
Yeah, we are gone.
See ya next 6 months.
6 months. September, August, something like that. Anyways, see ya.